Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you are here. My name is Kathy. Hope you're all doing well and staying warm and cozy. It is minus 25 here today. It is cold, so I thought today would be a perfect day to share my favorite winter drink with you, as well as a homemade marshmallow recipe. Now, it is not my recipe. I got it offline. I've been using it for a while, and grandkids and I really love it. And I don't care for bought marshmallows. To me, they taste like chemicals. So this is, of course, by far not a healthy recipe. It has a lot of sugar, of course. I know there is many variations of making homemade marshmallows, but this is just how I have been doing it. I know you can add collagen and all sorts of different things, but I will just make the plain simple version of it today, just simply for the fact that I'm going to be recording it for you and I don't want to mess it up. So yeah, I'm all set up and I will turn the camera around and we will get started. So after the marshmallows are ready, I will share my favorite coffee chocolate drink with you that I really enjoy in winter time. Maybe we'll go for a walk in between or something while they are setting in the fridge. It takes several hours. So I'll turn you around and let's get started. I'm so glad you're here, by the way. I was gonna say it's so nice to see you. I can't see you, I know that, but I feel like if you leave me a comment, I am getting to know you and I am seeing you. But yeah, let's get this video started. So for this recipe, you will need a 9-inch square pan plus some oil to grease it up. I will just be using my avocado oil spray. You can use vegetable oil or whatever oil you have. Then you will need a cup of water, 2 packs of clear gelatin, as well as 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/4 cup cornstarch, and 1 cup icing sugar, as well as 1 cup corn syrup. But today I want to try it with maple syrup instead. I hope it will turn out. Then you'll need some vanilla and a pinch of salt. Now you'll want to make sure that it is very well greased because the marshmallows are very sticky and you want to make sure that you can get them out later on with too much complication. And if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer, you can use a hand blender as well. So the first thing we are going to do is add 1/2 cup of water to the mixing bowl, as well as the 2 packs gelatin. And then you will go ahead and just let this sit here for a while. And then in the meantime, so in a medium pot, you will add 1/2 cup of water, 1.5 cups of sugar. Now the recipe calls for 1 cup of corn syrup, but because I want to try maple syrup, I decided to do half and half maple and half corn syrup. And that's 1 cup altogether. The recipe, just a quick note, it calls for white corn syrup, but I have golden corn syrup and I have used this many a times and it works great. And then you will just go ahead and mix this really well till the sugar is dissolved. And then you can just kind of leave it alone a little bit here till it starts to bubble. And then once your candy thermometer reaches 240 degrees, then you know it's ready. However, I do not own a candy thermometer. And don't worry about it. You can still make this even if you don't have a candy thermometer, and I will show you how. Now, once your mixture has been bubbling away on low, you can test this without a candy thermometer. You just take some into a teaspoon, and then you have a cup of cold water. Now, what you want is you want to just let it sit in here for a little while. Until you can form a bit of a ball with the mixture. If the mixture is forming into a hard little ball, you know you have cooked it too long. You want the mixture to be nice and soft. So I think this is about ready. It's turning nice and thick, but it's not turning into a hard clump here. So I think our mixture is ready to go. So I'll go ahead and turn off the oven. I want to remove it from the heat. We are now ready to combine the syrup mixture with the gelatin. So go ahead and turn your mixer on low. And then very slowly add your syrup mixture. And then you want to go ahead and turn up your mixer to a higher speed. If you don't have a KitchenAid mixer, you can use a hand blender as well. Okay. Now you just want to go ahead and test it to see if it is nice and stretchy, if it's not too thin, and this is perfect. So you'll go ahead and put this back on, and then you'll add your salt and your vanilla. And then you will add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And a pinch of salt. And then we'll mix it a little bit longer, just till it's nicely mixed. Look how beautiful that looks. Perfect. And then you will go ahead and put it in the fridge and let it set here for about 4 hours, or until the top is not sticky anymore.
Your grace is love beyond all means. It breaks the chains and gives strength to the weak. When I am lost, you're there with me. Your grace alone can set me free. defense. When I am weak, you're strong for me. Your grace alone can set me free. Your grace alone is good enough. Without your grace, there is no love. Wherever I go, you go with me. Your grace alone can come.
You will mix the cornstarch as well as some of the icing sugar together in a bowl and just mix that up really well. And this is the mixture you're going to use to add on top of the marshmallows and coat them with it so that you can cut them better, so they don't stick all together. And you want a generous amount on the counter as well so that the marshmallows will not stick to the counter. And then later on you will see I keep putting some of this on my knife as well, just so that I can cut through it a little bit easier with it all just sticking to the knife. It is a little bit tricky cutting them all apart, but just keep putting icing sugar onto your knife, and then later on, once they're all cut, I also go ahead and dip them all around in the icing sugar mixture, just so that they don't all stick together in the container when you're storing them in the fridge. I think they turned out pretty good today, even though I did substitute half a cup of corn syrup for maple syrup. I know I've seen other YouTubers do just maple syrup, so I might try that next time. However, I think I did cook the syrup mixture a little bit too long. And the reason I'm saying that is just because they're supposed to be melt in your mouth soft, and they were not quite. They were to a certain degree, but not as much as I had hoped. And that just tells me I may have cooked the syrup a little too long, but they were absolutely delicious. Of course, I cut them all into much smaller pieces later on to store in the refrigerator. One of my favorite winter drinks is a double espresso shot, 1 tablespoon hot chocolate mix, and then of course frothed milk with a little bit of vanilla. I did not show the vanilla part, forgot to record that, and then of course topped with a homemade marshmallow or two. Let's get started in the gratitude journal part for today's video. It's always a highlight for me. I have been truly enjoying working in my gratitude journal for the year, and we will be working on week 5 today, first week in February. And as you can see, I already have a wintry scene over on the left side, so I'm just going to go ahead and do some collaging on the right and possibly put a small pocket here somewhere for the 2 photos I developed. And I'm going to do a quick flip through of my Whispers of Winter book that I got from Miriam Small Art, and I ordered it off of Amazon. And I'm just gonna look through here and see if there's anything in here that I want to use for the collage on the right side. Now I went for a walk in the park, so I'm kind of aiming for maybe trees, of course, and snow in the background. There's a lot of lovely pages in here to use, and I don't think I have used a single page in here yet. That is so pretty. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this page out and work with this. And we are not going to be needing the full page. And because my home video part of today is a little bit longer than I had expected, I'm going to try and make this one a little bit shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and create a simple page. And I might not even really do much for collaging, because I think this right here it's perfect for this page. I don't really want to tear it apart and do all sorts of different things with this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue this page down, and then I'm going to add my photos, do some journaling, and add a photo on this page yet. I think I'm going to keep it quite simple today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, coming along with me for a walk in the park. Even though it is very cold, it is still very refreshing to go for a walk in winter. And if you're dressed for it, it is still a lot of fun to go out there and walk in that crunchy snow. But it is a bit hard to get yourself going to do so, I find anyway. But once I'm out there, I love it. I'm not sure if I would do anything else with this. I do have just trying to find my photo I pulled out. I have this photo here of a coffee, and it looks a lot like the coffee I made today. So I was thinking of adding that on my little flap here that I have. And I could add it here on this side. or this side, and I was kind of thinking I would do this side simply for the fact this is an empty space here for me to journal on, and this has some writing on it, so I think it would make more sense if I put it on this side here. And there's a girl going here for a walk. This is just going to be a very simple but yet very lovely page. I just need to cut this a little bit shorter. It is a little bit too long or too wide. Let's see. Yeah, that will work. This is going to be a very lovely spread, but yet so simple. I don't want to cover a whole lot of this because I think it's so pretty. I think instead of adding a pocket to the right side, I'm just going to find a way of attaching the photos here so that they're not in a pocket hidden away, because I think they look so nice. It just matches so nicely with this simple spread today. I don't know how well it will work to glue these in, but I'm going to give it a try. I got these itty bitty little glue bottles off of Amazon, and I don't know, I did not expect them to be this tiny. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. We'll see. I think I'm going to have to refill the glue in there quite often if I would use those up steady. Sorry about the glare on there. I have these tiny little embellishments, and I think it would look kind of cool maybe to add them to the top. And it kind of looks like I hung these little photos up here. Writing on there does not work well. I was looking for little sayings to put on my little photos here. I thought maybe I could write on there with a permanent marker, but it does not work. But I found this one that I think will go really well on this photo here. I like the saying. Some days I rely heavily on coffee and my ability to ignore reality. Kind of like that saying. I thought it would be perfect for this little flip out here. Now I still need to find something to cover this because I started writing on there and it did not work, and so I need to put something here. I am looking through all my sayings and see if I can come up with something that would match it nicely. I could not find a saying that matched with what I was looking for, so I went ahead and made my own. I'm just distressing it a little bit so it's not quite as white. A cup of winter cheer. I think that's going to be just what I needed on this page here. And then I've got a snowflake that I want to add on here as well. And I think I'm going to add that right in the middle of these two photos. I'm just adding a little bit of extra glue because my washi tape does not stick well. I'm going to add a little bit of white to the edge of this little ephemera sign I put in here. White chalk works really good for this. Just kind of blend it all in a little bit. There. I tried adding little miniature marshmallows to my hot drink here, just like I did on my video. I mean, on my video it was one large one, right? But I thought that was a neat little touches just to add some marshmallows to that drink. There, I think I'm going to call this good. I like how it turned out. On this page, I just had the printable here that I had sewn in here and put in here when I created the journal. A nice wintry scene, a girl going for a walk. This is from Scrapbooking with Me. And then I have a free printable here, I believe was also from Scrapbooking with Me. I can't always remember where I get all my printables from, but I believe that's where it was from. And then I just added the snowflake here, and then the little saying that some days I rely heavily on coffee and my ability to ignore reality. And then on the other side, I just journaled a little bit and I wrote, today I am grateful for a warm winter coat to keep me warm for my winter walks. I'm so thankful for a warm cup of cocoa, hot chocolate coffee drink with homemade marshmallows. And then here I just added my two little photos onto this paper that I glued in with some washi and a couple of snowflakes with a little ephemera piece at the bottom. This red kind of blends right in with the two embellishments that I stuck on here at the top. And then I just made my own little tag here, winter walk in chocolate coffee. So I think I'm going to call this good. I think I like how it turned out. This was week 5. Thank you so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We will see you soon. Take care, my friends. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.